Hi there, today I am going to show you the Vietnamese ham, a quick and very easy to make that I do this very often. So let's do it. So I am going to add 1 tablespoon of potato starch. You can use corn starch or tapioca starch, but I like to use potato starch. You can also use mung bean starch. This will add a little bit of volume to it, so it's make it soft. I like this portion only 1 tablespoon. You can experiment with 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons. I've done 3 tablespoons and I think it was okay too, but I kind of like 1, so it's up to you. And I also add in here about half a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of chicken powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper or white pepper, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a pinch of salt, and about 4 to 5 tablespoons of cold water. I added 4 here, but if you add more starch, you might want to add a little bit more water. And 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. I don't really eat very salty, so if you like on a little bit of a salty side, you might want to add 1 or 2 more. So this is for 1 pound of pork. This is ground pork. I was kind of, cutting corners, cutting short here, but you can just do like 80%. This was 80-20, so 80% of lean and 20% of fat. You can do 70-30. It's usually 70-30 is much better. So mix it all up and flatten it out kind of thin, as thin as you can so it freezes quicker. And then wrap it up and put it in a freezer. This was another day. I was kind of lost track of it, so I couldn't do it fast enough, and it was kind of like another day or like a few hours later. I can't remember, so it was over freeze. So I had to let it sit down for like 30 minutes to 45 minutes to a point where it's kind of easy to break off, but it's still frozen. So you don't want it to be too soft, because when you grind it up, it's gonna be too much heat and then it's gonna mess up the meat. So broken up into a little chunk like this, or big chunks. And I'm using my handy dandy Vitamix machine here. I love this machine. It does wonder stuff for me. I use this to grind a lot of stuff. I just put it like in there and then turn the thing on. At first, it was kind of a little hard, but when you get it a couple of seconds going, it starts to go, then you can just move it around. Make sure it goes on high speed. And this was not even a minute. It was from like 50 seconds or so. And you gotta do it fast. You don't need very long, because the meat gonna be all cooked. If you do it too long, or the machine will be dead, overheat. So do it 30 seconds to a minute. That was less than a minute. I just want to take it out and show you. That was in real time. Let me show you what it looks like. Here we go. This was not even a minute. Since it's not very liquidy, so the meat should be still cold and kind of tough, kind of firm there. You don't want it to be too soft. It might not be as good, in my opinion or in my experience. So it's still kind of, very firm there. So I'm gonna go for another round, but you can see for 1 minute it's very fine already. You can just, leave it as that, or if you're okay with a little bit of chunky, it's not really chunky, but it's not as smooth. Fine, smooth, fine. But that's what it looks like, about a minute. I usually just stop there. It's all about preferences. So I'm gonna go for another 30 seconds to show you what it looks like. And make sure it's on high speed, because I made a mistake. I had it on low speed before and the machine just sort of stopped because it was kind of like overheat. So if you have this machine, you know, or any other machine, make sure it's on high heat and quick in and out, quick, ready to go. Don't just do it for too long. And that was another 30 seconds. Make sure you move it around all the times with the stick there. And here we go. That's another 30 seconds. So that's about a minute and a half. It should be a little bit smoother. It's actually very smooth. When I do a 1 pound, I usually just throw it in here, or and then just kind of like make it and then, you know, use it right away. You see how smooth that is? Shiny. It smells really good. It doesn't smell like it's, you know, spoiled or kind of spoiled when it's overheat. When you overheat the meat, when you grind it for too long, you can tell the smell is very unpleasant. So that's it. We just gonna move on, you know, to the next step. You either wrap this up into like a ham, you know, like a sausage, or, you know, we used banana leaves and wrap it up and steam it for like an hour, 45 minutes. You know, if you make the roll really huge, then you probably need a little longer time. But for about 4 to 5 inches roll, I usually do about 45 minutes to an hour steam. And I usually just, you know, I don't really need to roll it up, because this is kind of like a quick meal for me. I usually do this one evening dinner, and I just use that for like soup and anything. Like I fried it up, you know, for the kids' dinner. It's super quick, like pan fry, or you can add some fish in there. You can grind it together to make a fish meatloaf, it's a fish ham. And it's very easy to eat. The kids love these little meatball, little pork meatball, and just make them into a little ball like this and throw them in soup, very quick soup, and add a little bit of noodles, ready to go. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. It's super quick. Give it a try and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy this video, and subscribe for future Vietnamese, Asian, home cook, gardening, and more. I will see you next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.